What's going on, my Grooves and Groovesters? I'm your host, Lauren, the Groovy Antagonist, and today we're doing a little something different this stream. Usually with these streams, I only highlight one game, but this time, we're highlighting two. Now, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk is actually a game I've played before, but it has been a while, so I don't really remember much of it. Milk Outside, I've touched a little bit, but ultimately, I never really got too far. So, I don't really have much of an idea of what we're going to be going into. I do vaguely remember the events of Milk Inside, but Milk Outside is going to be mostly new to me. With that being said, let's get started. This is also the second stream with the improved PNG tour, so I think that's cool. But all right. Huh. It's Polish. That means it's scary. Help me buy milk. Okay. Write down my name. Groovy. No. Groovy. With an explanation. I walked down to the road, to the store, and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store! Who are you talking to? I'm imagining if I were I'm already repeating everything. Wow. I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know. There are games where you see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought, if someone is reading my mind, I don't need to be very focused, so I don't blurt out too much. Take a deep breath out of there. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I? Ah, I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 15 steps on the pavement and 51 on the grass. You've had to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught that the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute. What do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already 52nd. Or, wait, I'm going backwards. So, then it's 15th? That doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can just repeat the phrase without changing it at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. So, you make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes! I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I? Oh. Excuse me. What?
Oh.
Excuse me. What?
Oh.
Excuse me. What?
Oh.
Excuse me. What?
Oh.
Excuse me. What?
Oh.
Shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending in an endless loop. Excuse me. What?
Oh.
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 What?
Oh.
What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough, but... Something like that. So, I'll just continue to ignore his question. What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
I give up all my will into a feast.
Oh. Oh.
My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeated him. And it worked! Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. Wait, exactly... When did you exactly say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But then all my words were shown on the screen. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack here are bags of milk. We both stand. Whoops. Huh? No. Please. We both stand in the milk. Both thighs? Or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Excuse me. My cat is rummaging through my entire desk and, like, tampering with everything. And sit down. Okay. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess it's something like not here. Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guessed the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside, or rather, a bag of milk inside the bag, or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag, or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside. Come on. 15 minutes before the store closes, hurry up. I remembered what these games are called, visual novels. And by the way, the numbers are written in full with letters. Are those visual novels worse than books? But their authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get home or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Hello? Can I get some milk, please?
You'll have it. Give.
I put the witty bag on the register. And of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi. Can I have it, please?
No.
Please.
No.
But please. Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk.
No.
But why not?
Give more.
But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Really? What would I do without you? I take a crumbled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it into a cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. I walked down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of the verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What's that supposed to mean? As if I tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look. The ratio of water to milk in the volume of air occupied by me is 30 to 1. And yes, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move on over something as uneven as the city plane? Gently, heel, toe. I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out. Ah! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. By the same movement, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? Oh, brazen! It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a dangerous and cruel place. I'm not in the world they're talking about. That's a really good line in this. I'm not in the world you're talking about. That is I don't even know if there's any like thought put behind that line. But that is a very striking metaphor. Okay. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts me in the most bizarre ways. When I am in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a loud cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide in my tears. Right now, I feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? What else could it be? You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. It could hurt your recovery. I don't care. Do you hear me? I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. At the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for clenched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately, things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Unfortunately. I will be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do I have to say it? Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take it away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red. Red, blood, everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I've even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? I'm serious. Of course, you couldn't help but ask. I said okay, but sure. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? Red puddle, maybe? Anyway, this is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never thought I would have... Never would have thought, I mean. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then a long gap. Strange. Very strange. Today is the first time I've been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however. I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. No. No, I'm not thanking you. You misgendered me. No. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad. Well, you know, day after day, it's the same thing. I tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help me keep on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day, because I have you. There's so much That was very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you, I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? I don't like these text boxes they have us filling in. But I feel like I understand that it's supposed to be like a metaphor for like the text boxes is not the player but rather like her thoughts, and that like all the text boxes you don't pick are still thoughts she has. It's just that you're picking which one she focuses on, but that doesn't make it any less unnerving. When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy blissful silence. And I am under the influence of drugs. Terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sound of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Comforting.
Did you bring the milk?
Hi, Mom.
Did you bring the milk?
Yes, Mom.
Did your new medicine help?
Yes, Mom. I don't know if my mic picked up on that. I know this is a very tense moment, but my cat is pissed. I gotta let her out. Hold on one second. That was that was a very like elongated tango noise. Anyway,
Go to bed.
yes, Mom. Cat. Hi, Ryan. That was milk inside a bag of milk. Now we gotta do milk outside. But actually, before we switch to milk inside, I do wanna show you guys what the bad ending of this game looks like, or the default like bad stages, because when I played this game back then, I really don't remember anything except this. I remembered I'm just my name's just gonna be Bad Meds. I remember that like what happens if you pick like the wrong options, because those parts really stuck with me. Like the stare that she does when she looks like maybe down at you, or not really at you, just sort of abstractly. It was one of the things that stuck to me that I can't really get out. Looks like bad meds doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. But that stare, that visceral look into you, I don't know if visceral is necessarily the right word, but that stare used to like spook me a little. Anyway, I am now going to... What? Whoa. There's two of me. Oh. Oh. I see. I'm the video game. Do you know what this means? That means she's literally me. And I get to say that. Now we're gonna play milk outside a bag of milk, which I have not played before. Hold on, I'm gonna have to show the starting soon screen again for a minute. That way I can refresh Streamlabs, and there you go. I duplicated. It's called antagonistic mitosis. It's a condition. Oh no! Don't move me, please. Okay, I am slightly... Hold on, I think I was a little bit... like here. Nah, you know what, I'll just keep myself like this. I'm moved now. This game contains flashes, images, and touches on heavy subjects. Take care. Escape save menu, full screen window mode. F. I do remember the visuals of this game being very good. I remember nothing else. I appreciate the little detail of the protagonist being so like methodical. It really paints the picture that this character is someone like really paranoid. Because a lot of paranoid people, they focus on the little things. And they focus on numbers that may seem trivial to you and I, but it means something to them. What exactly it means we will never know, because a lot of times they don't really know themselves. It just makes sense. Hold on, I gotta alt-tab every time I want to check chat. We let the milk outside the bag and suddenly everything is anime! Oh, anime! My worst enemy! Like I didn't pay a Chainsaw Man fan artist to make everything ever. Anyway. I'm walking through my room, trying not to look around. Faithful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of these shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. My mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify the chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away the annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I will not be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there is somebody inside, surely I'll scare them to death, but how can I scare someone to death who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, no, no! I don't want that! What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thoughts when the shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eye. I stared back, nothing happened. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in the store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. I see a familiar, formless creature at my door. It locks me in its clutches and started sniffing away every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again, I stared questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times, stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than barely discernible crawling under my skin and a ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A light veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time, but why do I feel so odd? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and my arteries heat up, almost bursting from the pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams surround the corridor, or resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching at my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I tried to imprint where every drop fell on my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember, a new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Man, what a time to join. Hi, lonely stranger. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all of this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. So, we're immediately gonna drink milk again, right? Yeah! I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment where the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up from that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool. But the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. I just drank hot cocoa and definitely will drink milk. Well, the protagonist cannot relate. As if someone fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left, and now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. Actually, I'll go drink hot cocoa again, right now. Have fun drinking cocoa. After finishing my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny. I have no idea how they work separately, since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, the toilet between my fingers to chew on it. I'll do anything to stall just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So, what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight into the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. There's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I don't need to brag about it to someone. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without a reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. Hey, long time no see. You know, we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does her voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the visual headaches, dizziness, and exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself after all. Now I know how to do it. We're right here to brag to us. He didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? Well, I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yes. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face and we'll decide what to do with you. Can't believe she's actually friends of us, the voices in her head or whatever we are. I kind of said this earlier, but the dialogue boxes, I don't think that's really us. I think that's her brain, and we get to pick what part of her brain she listens to, but we're not really talking as us until like the typing segments as seen in the previous game. I don't really know if we're like much of a thing in this game because, well, I haven't really seen much of this game, but I don't really think the options we're picking is us. I think it's the parts of her brain that we're having her listen to. That sounds mean? Well, that's another thing. That's why I think it's part of her brain. Is because they're all mean options or at least somewhat condescending. I think it's her mental thought processes. To be honest, I can semi-relate to all this self-talk. Unfortunately, I can relate to a lot more than just the self-talk in this game. But well, let's not talk about that on stream. But honestly, yeah, this protagonist is kind of relatable to a lot of people who struggle with this sort of paranoia and this paranoia and loneliness and well, just a whole bunch of other things, drug misuse. You get it. Anyway, I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then, me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my head. 2 squared by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple times per session. Session, huh? I don't like that word. I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't want to take me seriously anyway. Why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. dejected. I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills, one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travels down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care what makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. Still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. One after another. Are they overdosing? Well, yeah, I mean, the protagonist earlier described as in like taking the pills. I forgot the exact terminology, but like she doesn't really take like one pill per session. It's more like multiple pills. She doesn't even know what just one pill feels like. So yeah, it's kind of like she's kind of overdoing it. She's kind of overdoing her medication right now, and has been for quite a while. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running up the hot metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of my concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above, rather it wringing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed in my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just, that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! I spring into my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So, that doesn't bother you? Should it? Hold on. mean, yeah, unfortunately. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know, it's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind then. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's late already. I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. That are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, my eyes will stop itching. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to get the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. No! No! I stand in the middle of my room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? But what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough of your adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. My thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. Oh no. If I even make the smallest of messes here, I feel really bad. All the things should stay in their place, that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside the mountain of junk without moving even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to be a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have movements where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so much fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it more interesting. This is so childish. Wanna know what's the best part? I'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I started panicking as soon as I get a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions, why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were the tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls from my sweater. Wowie. Smoke coming up from my clothes. Whatever. carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasant, scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. It's time to go home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up circles around my head for a bit, then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Your usual notebook page is glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's only the kind of I can take without trouble. Doses and side effect? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Hey, let's continue searching. I look at the amount of pills. It makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless, I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Of course not. It was what saved me. Well, that's reasonable. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottle overturns, fills right down from it along with them. A firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Guess I can't click on that. I get close to the waistbin, look inside with curiosity. Pills, packing, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would ever hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Fair, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable show. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn, rolled my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raised them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe the little workout would help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they are starting moving in the wrong direction, and they disappear altogether. But then, things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes in the clock face. So, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. But a mess, truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. That is concerning. Oh cool, they're playing Drake. Look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? How are you gonna watch Groovy Antagonist if you don't have your laptop functional? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. I feel like this is gonna be a rough one. Yeah. Okay, I guess I don't have much to add on to that. Yep. Okay, I imagine. Alright. If you're a hamster that lives underground, you have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want me to talk about something else? Yeah. We'll end up fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of my laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It stood on my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew that. Knew what? Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? That's an inside thought. That's an inside thought. I've changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if it was coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Finish searching. All's ready? We'll see what happens. I've tried to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to be back to the starting point. No changes at all, a zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. Maybe get some fresh air before sleeping. What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously stepped away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or decade, imagining myself to be outside of the mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like a milk outside a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And Never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more false favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes! I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop. I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone till you tell me. Fully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of my room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes of trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters and eyes started hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. I felt I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. Tails follow in my leg, peeping at me. And I'm kinda scared of them. Can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, no one can hear you. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Pudding. Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up on the wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? That's a new voice.
Finally.
I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face.
You're late?
Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment.
We're not going anywhere like this. Try again.
Then he takes a very deep breath.
You are late.
I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied.
See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treska.
I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here?
Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's someone else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one.
About what?
You're obliged to escort me to the store.
Jessica says that strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that.
You don't understand. That refusal is futile.
Phil, aren't you full of yourself?
I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company?
He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko. And his name is stupid.
Are we going or what?
You can go, but I need to think.
I'd be happy to. But I don't know the way.
Jessica puts on a cunning smile. I bit my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply.
I do like you, though.
He then grabs my head without hesitation. I don't have time to retort.
Lead the way.
Our trip to the store went fine. If it weren't for the fact that Tresca was walking faster than me. On the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We are closing in 20 minutes. Quite a bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way.
They probably have a special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
You're so annoying.
it's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way?
None of your business.
What's your name?
None of your business. He said he'd stopped the living hell as a brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes.
Let's go. What are you waiting for?
Huh? Oh yeah. Huh. That feels familiar.
Not sure what that's in reference to, but... Wait a minute, it is familiar. I was thinking of this earlier, but I didn't really mention it because I didn't really have enough to say, but is Tresca the pills? Is this a retelling of what happened earlier that day? Or earlier the day that this game takes place in? AKA the first game, Milk Inside? After another round of going... That would be why it looks like this then. Anyway, after another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize we are lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. I am.
Maybe we should ask somebody for directions.
Sure.
Hey, wait up. Jessica lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the store's few customers. That person is standing with her back to us, studying something on the shelf.
Hello, can I?
I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking at the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them.
Yeah, this must be a retelling somehow. Is it yours?
The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression.
If it's yours, please get him away from me.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'd grab Chiska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Triska calms down. What was that?
I got so scared. He said,
What?
no, not again.
Suddenly, Triska starts screaming like crazy. Covers his mouth with my hand, his face burning, he's crying. Can you act normal?
You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Knowing other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems.
You're mean.
Who? Me? Jessica pushes me away and runs off. Threat. At the end of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Jessica at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was.
Hey, you, move.
An angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Jessica. I squeeze through the toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them.
Is he yours?
Yes.
Just leave him home next time.
People in the queue nod in agreement.
Pay for the goods, please.
Yes, of course.
And the waiting fee?
What?
You heard me.
I did, but that's unheard of. Jessica starts giggling all of a sudden.
And for a fact, your son is a 2.
But,
You heard me.
you know what? In a fit of rage, I threw a banknote at the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in the stupid fees. Then I grabbed the bag of milk and turned around my heels. We are leaving, Jessica. We spent the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Jessica finally breaks the silence.
Do you like ice cream?
No.
Okay.
I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a moment, and then goes out.
You know.
He turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused.
It seems like you're not helping me at all.
A new playful light flickers in Jessica's eyes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Ooh. I think there are more endings to this, but for this stream, I think I want to go only down one. But holy shit, that is... I feel like I have a lot more questions than I do answers, but... Wow, that was intriguing. This is a really interesting game, and I'm glad I decided to revisit it. Well, this is technically the first time I've seen any of this, but like I said, I did play Inside before. I've only played like the first section, like previously I played up to the Firefly section. So all of this scene here, this is completely new to me, and this is... Holy shit. Well, this is a really realistic depiction of mental illness, so I'm really... I don't know, I'm not saying I'm surprised, because I remembered it being pretty good, but I am very happy that it's as deep and visceral, maybe not visceral, I don't even know what that word is, but it's like, it feels like it knows exactly what it is.
And I don't know. It's just, this is just a really good product of what it's trying to be. So I'm gonna leave it there. I knew this stream was gonna be a little bit shorter. So yeah, I don't know how to finish that sentence. I like ice cream. Sorry, I know that's an older chat message, but I'm seeing that message now. I like ice cream. You know, I was actually having some before this stream, and it got all messy, and I think there's little bits of the chocolate like cookie part on my carpet that I'm gonna have to vacuum soon, or else the ants are gonna get in here. But until then, that is gonna be it, my Groovies and Groovesters. I've been your host, Lord and Groovy Antagonist, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later, alligators.